What is kind of the Orthodox perspective on that? Why is there this emphasis on retaining the ancient church in this way?
Mm-hmm. That's a great question. It's the church is timeless. Mm-hmm. It's unchanging. It's the body of Christ. Christ is eternal, and so you have that within the Orthodox Church. You have this bit of eternity right here, and so I think practically as we play this out, just look at the way people are today. People are thirsting.
Yeah.
They're thirsting. They're hungry. They don't, if they want a coffee, they'll go to a coffee shop, right? Or I have some friends who are Protestants, and they get tired of the way things are going, so they switch up the service, or they switch up the way the music they're playing, or it's always this thing of trying to keep up with the times and make it relevant, and to me, and I don't mean this in a, it just seems kind of it kind of is it's just a really watering down of what we are and who we are called to be as Christians. We're called to, partake of the body and blood of Christ and become like Him. We're called to become like God. And when you step into an Orthodox church, there is this feeling, this presence of holiness, and it's not much different from when you meet a holy person. I've had a couple opportunities in my life to meet people that were really holy. I mean, vessels of grace.
Wow.
And you knew it from the minute you were in their presence. It wasn't because there was some sort of show they put on. It wasn't because they had a big long beard. It wasn't because of anything other than the fact that they radiated love. They radiated the Spirit of God.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people want.
Absolutely.
I can get a latte. I make my own lattes. I don't want to go spend $5 for one at Starbucks or whatever.
Yeah, and there's no shortage of coffee shops.
So we retain what is retain this because, it's unchanging. It doesn't change with the times. It's not something that can be it's not disposable. It's not something that's recyclable. It's eternal and everlasting. And so there's a really, I think it's just a really cool way to talk about the ethos of the Orthodox Church or an understanding. It's really cool to walk into a church like this and, know that 1,000 years ago, same thing.
Yeah. Same
hymns being sung, same way, same prayers, the prayer book, the language of the church. There's a power that comes with that, with thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people saying these same prayers and worshiping in the same way and ultimately becoming, God willing, sanctified.
Yeah.
And that's really all the things that we do. The prayers, the fasting, the ascetic labors, the good works, everything is done in order to become more like Christ. And we can't do that alone. It's important that we do that in communion, obviously. And so here is a really unique place in Chicago to do that.
Yeah.
I really wish there was a way that to, open the doors for the times that we're in services, but, the weather's not really
This
too
is
pleasing
Chicago.
here for a whole lot of the time. So we do little things, get a speaker outside where people can hear just faintly what's going on inside. Or I've got some other ideas of things that I'd like to do. There have been times where they have Orthodox coffee shops.
Really?
I'd love to put one. I've always wanted to put one next door just to be another presence in the city. Just where you could go and get your coffee and hang out and have a place to read and hear some Orthodox chant in the background. Nothing that's in your face or anything.
Wow.
But just to those big doors to come in are scary for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, they're beautiful, but they're intimidating.
Yeah, they are intimidating. That's why I want them open.
Yeah.
And that's when you come by and you see the candles, you see the icons of Christ, and there's something that draws some people in.
Wow.